Hello, just a word before we start the video. I saw a video last night and there's someone out there who's trying to belittle me as if I give them monkeys. But he got his mate to do this demonstration with a Deus, and it wasn't funny. It's the most atrocious thing I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to have a real go at him, included in this video. And I thought, oh come on, I've stood on the sidelines too long. From now on I'm going to start showing you how I use the Deus, okay? You don't have to do it my way, but I think my success stands for itself. And that other laddie, oh please stop shooting yourself in the foot. You're making yourself look an absolute clown. On to the video. Hey, it's a good job that I came yesterday. Look, they parked heavy machinery on where I was. I'm back to the sheep field. Listen to them. There should be something on this flat top here, but I found absolutely nothing. So I'll give it another whirl, and then I'm heading onto pastures green over there. I was looking at a video last night, and a so-called expert was watching someone using a Deus and saying, that's the way it should be done, slow and low. And it's the most appalling use of a Deus I've ever seen in my life. I will now demonstrate what he was doing and what you should do. Oh, mate, why do you keep shooting yourself in the foot? Here we go. What a crock! Fast! Fast. You miss no ground at all. Slow and low, and missing 2 feet on every sweep. Oh, come on! Right, now I'm going to get back to doing some detecting for myself, but sorry, if you don't know what you're doing, stop trying to say you do. On to the hunt. Hi. All I got off here was a couple of pieces of lead and about 20 iron, which the Deus identifies as iron. So I didn't dig them up. I don't do iron. But while I'm here, I just had a thought. There is only one time you go slow and low with an XP Deus fast, and that is if you've got the large coil on. So I'll give you a demonstration of how to go fast and low, slow and low, and not miss any ground. Now, the Deus doesn't go blah, 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 plip, 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 blong. I'm taking a mick out of somebody, sorry. It goes bip, bip, just like that, bip. And if you're going fast, it goes bip. And if you go slow, it goes bip. It's fast. Use the tools you've got. If you're using a Deus, fine. Don't listen to people who've never had a Deus in their life. Off I go again, okay? Oh, another comment about that Deus demonstration. I've got to agree with working in GM power, 18 kilohertz, knocking it down to 12, basic 1, knocking it down to basic 2, set in 4 kilohertz to show iron. I've got to agree. I mean, I pioneered the technique. But one thing that was overlooked, mostly basic 2 is set in... Oh, I've made a mistake. Configuration, select, go down to... You might as well see what's required here. I've set my profile in a magnet here. This side is iron and this side is non-ferrous. Now when you're in 4 kilohertz, sometimes you don't get a signal at all, but you'll get a complete blank screen on the iron side. I'll show you what I mean. It is set in, make sure I press the right button this time. That's the normal configuration, profile. In 4 kilohertz, but you can just go down like I did to profiles and change it as so you get the horseshoe. They're pretty pointless going down to 4 hertz if you don't use the horseshoe. It's this that is really telling you that it's iron, not the lack of a signal. Okay, can I get back to detecting now? Oh, while I'm at it here, I might as well show you this. Deus fast, large coil, okay? I can really only do it slow. But listen, I hope you can hear this. Yeah, bip, bip. Right in the middle of that hole, look. There is no delay, it's instantaneous. And no matter how fast I swing it, it's there. So, all these low and slow, there's a time for that. But they're talking about their machines. I've got a machine which is fast. And if you've got one, don't listen to them because you'll be wasting your money. This is a Deus fast. Now, just click down here. I've got this set into my beloved squealer mode here, look. Non-motion audio discrimination. Listen. Right in the middle of the coil, right in the middle of the hole. So now I'm going to get round to digging it out. And I do believe that's a George 3 halfpenny. We'll soon find out. Yeah, George 3rd. George 3rd, 1806 halfpenny. There's money here. Where's the silver? Look, 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 look. It isn't a coin. Oh dear, don't they fool you sometimes? I'll have to wash it to be exactly sure what it is, and I don't think I'm going to identify that even if I wash it. Part of a mechanism for something. But what? Bronze, of course. On the hillside. I love hillsides. Oh, first decent find. Tiny, tiny, tiny clog clip. It must have been off a 2 or 3 year old. It's a hasp. It's the one that the clasp fits into, look. Whoa. Tiny. Still got the clip on the end, look. Here we go again. Penknife. I'm on ground that's been worked on, but they were all poor, I think. The chances of finding a silver here, even a copper, is pretty remote. And I'm sorry about the bird noises, which is annoying some people, but these curlews are saying, this is my field, go away. Now, that is one very substantial, although small, bronze oval ring. I'll stick my neck out, it's nothing to do with holding your trousers up. It's nothing to do with buttons. That was designed to take some fair old hump. It's got to be in connection with a horse, or possibly a buckle of a type I don't know. Oh, it's getting hot. Sun's out. My goodness. I don't know. Us English, we whinge about everything. Love it here. But there's birds everywhere. I can't get rid of them. When we get on the top, we'll be curlewed to death. Yeah, I'm going to have to do just around here, but I promised myself, oh, I was going to go about 4 fields over, right onto the top of the hill. No reason anyone should be there, but got to give it a go. Will you look at that? Whoa. Oh no, I give in. New one on me. As is that. Don't even know which way it should be up. Well, I've walked this field from over the top of that, right out of sight, about a quarter of a mile. Absolutely no signals, whatever, nothing. And then I get here, I'm pretty near, that isn't the hill I'm on about there, but I'm going to go there to the corner. Where my detector is, I just turn up a penny. As far as I'm aware, it is a solitary penny. But it's on the high bit, look, just as you're going to go down that slope. It's where people sit. Coin ball. So I looked in there and there it was, and I just picked it out. Problem is, I don't even know if it's a coin yet, but it's very thin, look, which means it's going to be rotten to hell. And it's not even a coin, it's what is it? What should we call it? Great, you never know, do you? Yeah. Whoa-wee. If I get any higher than this, I'll be in heaven. Well, actually, I'm going up there. Whew. There was people here in the past. They just didn't have money. But you never know. We got to. That's what I think. But you got to prove what you think before you can say it. Hello. Well, that field was virtually a waste of time, except it told me not to do it again. And all I've got for my trouble is a herd of cows, look. Oh dear. Well, what are you going to do now? You can't climb over the gate, I hope. Oh, there's nothing like the smell of cows, is there? It's a very warm day today. It's nice out. I've come back onto where I found that half penny, and hopefully we'll just do a bit more around there, because that way for half a mile in all directions is pretty, very pretty useless. Oh, it is a scorcher today. I know I'm in your field, I'm going away in a minute. Hoo-wee. I'm sat in the shade of a wall here, which is why there's so much dropped by walls. They used to sit by them in the past. Right out there where my spade is, look, come up with this. All I can think of is it's part of a battery. It's lead. Yeah, it's lead. It's really, really heavy. I think it's part of a battery. But there you go. Anybody know any different? Oh, a few feet on from the lead thingy. They've got a badge. AS. Now, I think that's all there is of it. I'm not quite sure what it is. Is that a button? Not quite sure what it is, if there's any more of it, but what do you make of that then? Oh. Button, not a bad one. It's could clean up quite well. On last video I did finding all the buttons, somebody said, Jed, you're Lord of the Buttons. I would rather be Lord of the Rings, gold ones please. Wouldn't we all? Right, the shovel's in the hole where I just got the button. Right alongside it, look there, coming out is this. Now, is it a coin or is it a button? Or is it something completely different? I think that there's no back on that. Well, you know that it looks like a coin, but come on, it's when I clean it up I'm going to find some marks on the back. It's probably a button. Ooh, look at that. I'll tell you something. The laddie who invented gold coloured pull tabs should have them inserted in certain places. Sideways. Now, for the benefit of newcomers, copper coins tend to react with soil and they form into balls, coin balls. Now this is somehow they seem to try to keep the copper away from the rest of the soil. I don't know what's going on, it's oxidisation or some rubbish. Now if you look in this here, here's the rest of the coin ball I've just broke apart. See how it's all black and crumbly compared to the other soil? And it was caused by this thing. And this thing is a George III halfpenny. I say George III and I say 1806 because that is the most common coin of, and I will say it even more now because I've just seen his head, look. Can you see his head there? Can you see him? That's George III and that's 1806, maybe 7, halfpenny. And that's what he does to the soil. It turns it into absolute black crud. Okay, another target just alongside the other one. Quite a healthy signal, but look, the soil, it's not discoloured, so it's not bronze or copper. That I can tell you without even going any further. Could be gold, so keep digging. And then the signal disappeared, look. Nothing. So I immediately go to my shovel when this happens, and on the end of the shovel you will usually find there's a piece of tin foil got stuck on the end of your shovel. This is real life, is this? If I can give you nothing else, I'll give you real life. Another tiny button, spade deep, look. You're looking 9 to 10 inch, 9 inch, not exaggerate. Oh, I wish I lived with hammered coins in my back garden. I got buttons. And if anybody gets the wrong idea, I like my buttons. And me buckles, and a bit of silver, and the odd half sovereign now and then. Another copper coin, not a copper coin. It's George III. I can see his head in there. I'll clean him up and then you'll be able to see. Do you notice again the ground is all going black and powdery, caused by the copper. Okay, another example here how the ground's balling, look, turning to dust and going into a coin ball. It's in there. Whoops, there we are. And it's a ship halfpenny. Now there's a biggie. That bit goes up that lot. It's flat. So it's to let water trickle out or to stop it, isn't it? Clean it up. Not had one of you before. Our smallest penny, look. Half penny, I should say. It's a half new pence. About 1970s. They soon went out of fashion because they were useless. You could buy nothing with them. And people just used to price things at 99.5 pence instead of a quid. But, oh dear. Oh well. Still, even when I say that's new money, we're still looking at over 40 years old, which is older than a lot of people watching this video. George V halfpenny had an argument with something and lost. Well, I'm going to have to give it a day now, I'm afraid. I've just had a phone call off She Who Must Be Obeyed that I'm taking her out for a tea, so I'll see you at the roundup. Bye. Welcome to the roundup. Surprising number of finds, since I'm restricted to these fields that the sheep are in. Oh, and the cows that try to escort me home. I've had a real good day. Too hot though. Oh my goodness, was it hot. Let's start with a bit of junk. I mean, we've got a penknife here. It just shows there were people there, doesn't it? There's this thing which has got a really sharp nail and obviously for holding something down, but what I don't know. What that is, again, I don't know. If I don't, have you noticed? If I don't know, I tell you. I'm hoping for someone out there to tell me. Now that's a clip for fastening things together. I know that now. They crimp them. Memory. It's for a hose pipe. They join two hose pipes together and then they crimp them with that. I wondered what they were for ages, but somebody told me. Thank you very much. Here's a cap of something. Again, I know not what. The things that come up looking like coins, and they're just the tops of things. An eyelet. That is a 12-bore cartridge minus the middle bit. It's marvellous how you can identify stuff at a distance. I'll tell you about that in a minute. A bit of lead there. Curious, actually been worked. And another piece here, surprisingly smooth. It's I thought there was something on there, but I don't think so. I don't think that's writing. I think that's just well, I can't read it. Look at this. I don't know what this is for. It's bronze, brass. Broke. Look, it broke off. You know, if these things didn't break, we'd never find them, would we? So there's one thing to be grateful for. Then there's this imitation coin. Look, comes out like that, and then you go. But what it does again, I'm lost on that. Bits of lead, but this one, hey, I've not had a piece like this before. It's got these gashes in it, deliberately made, They don't go all the way through, that's the funny part. The back is... It's as though it's two pieces and they've been stuck together, look. But should I attempt to open that or not? But if anyone has an idea what that is, because those slots seem to go through to that inner level, look. But oh, if I put a knife in there, I'll probably break it beyond repair. So it's big, it's heavy, and it's got holes in it, but not right through. Next bit. It's big, it's heavy, and I think it's part of a battery. Yeah. Please tell me. Now, this next one. Oh, this thing that looks like a toilet. It flaps up and down, this, look. So, pressure on one side would make it go one way, and I think there could be a couple of these, because I don't know how it would shut again, apart from, oh, maybe it's like that, or maybe it's like that. It opens with pressure from the water and shuts with gravity. I don't know, but it's part of an intricate plumbing device. Cute, innit? Somebody designed that, you know. That never ceases to amaze me. Right, oh, look at that tiny, tiny, tiny little plug clip. Must have been a very, very, very small child with those. And a button, oops. Quite a substantial button, a nice thick brass one. The name will be in there, but usually they're from Birmingham. And then one of the metal buttons. Well, I call them metal, I don't think they're brass. Ring, oval ring, bronze. Substantial. I keep saying substantial. It's not for holding braces up or anything. That's designed to take a bit of oomph. Probably from horse harness. AS, the little badge. Now that, oh dear, that gets me to believe that it's half of a cat badge. Can't really see if it's broke off there or not, but I don't know these that only have one of those clips. Normally they have two and you put a pin through them, don't you? Split pin. AS. Army, or, well, presumably. Okay. Back to another little lesson about what I do for coins that I've learned what to do. I mean, if your coin's cleaned up, you can read the date, fine, but most of them you can't. We've got somewhere around the 1970s halfpenny, 1937, 1938 ship halfpennies, halfpennies, and a 1917 penny. Then we've got 4 Georgians, and I developed this little method over the years. I don't even have to look at the date or anything. This is a 1799 halfpenny. It's called a giant halfpenny. That's an 1806. This one's much bigger. And this one, if you want a very rapid, stick it on a bronze penny and they're the same size, look. You can tell immediately if it's a 1799 or an 1806. If you've got a penny with you, no problem at all. The 1806 are slightly bigger than a bronze halfpenny. I think you can see it sticking over the end there. Then again, there's always George's head. If you can just get it right, you can see his head there. That's his eye actually, and his nose, and the top of his head. What's coming through on that one? Very little, but when I get it in the right light, I can see his head as well. Now this one, this is thinner than those two. It's probably 1806. could be very, very worn, or it could be a forgery. There was more forgeries going around than you could poke a stick at. But somewhere in that region, 1800s. So there you go. Had a good day out. Had a good walk up those far fields for 1 penny. But I'll know not to go back. It was nice up there. Oh, the damn birds though, they were annoying. They kept saying, get off, this is our pitch, get off. So, good luck, happy hunting. I hope you picked up these tips here. And the biggest tip is, don't believe everything you see on YouTube. People are doing things for their reasons, not ours. And take it all with a pinch of salt take everything with a pinch of salt until you can prove it yourself, or you see it in action out in the field. So, you take care. Get out there, it's out there. I'm just not working in the silver at the moment, but the moment those fields are mown, I'm in it. Take care. Bye. Ooh, should we go to this? You're weird, you. Did you know that?